a few doubts, but I don't remember.
1 minute. Let me just open the paper.
And ma'am, the homework.
Yes, Umair?
And the homework.
Umair, please speak a little loudly. I don't hear you clearly.
Yeah, the homework is I
The,
to do.
the homework also you have it downloaded. Okay, we'll have a discussion on everything. Just give me 1 minute. Umair, which question paper do you have doubt in? We had 3 tests. Polynomials. In linear equations, you scored good. All the questions you did correctly. In polynomials also your test was good. Real numbers was fine. So can you tell me first, we shall discuss which one? The one which you have most doubts in.
Real numbers, ma'am.
Okay, real numbers. 1 minute, I'm just opening in the PDF. By the time, please open your answer sheet if you have. Yes, Umair, which question?
Question number 13, ma'am.
Just 1 minute. Yeah, please repeat again which question.
Question number 13.
Okay. So what does question 13 say? That the HCF of 272472 1284 and the third number is 12. So there are three numbers and they are telling you that HCF of these numbers is 12. So what are the numbers? Or what numbers? 2472, then 1284, and some unknown number. And then they are saying the LCM is 2 cube into 3 square into 5 into 103 into 107. Okay, of which numbers? 2472, 1284, and n, of these numbers only. Now what are they asking you? Find the value of the third number n. Now you have to find this unknown number, right? Now you know that how do we calculate the LCM? LCM means lowest common multiple, right? And HCF is highest common factor. That means if you're finding the factors of this number, the factors of this number, and the third number, then somehow you're getting 12. Similarly, now let's do one thing. First of all, I can break down 2472. Can you do the prime factorization of 2472? Tell me what will be the answer on doing
Wait,
prime.
wait. 2472 and 1284 are separate numbers.
Yeah, they are separate numbers.
Oh, I had learned it as a single number. That's why it got big
No, they are
confused.
separate numbers, Umair, and you have to solve them separately. First, you are going to find the common factors of uh, 2472. Okay, find the factors of this. Then do the prime factorization of 1284. Just quickly tell me what are the answers. Do it.
Yeah. Okay, ma'am.
Yes, you have the number. You have the factors.
Yes.
Yes, tell me.
2472 is 2 cube into 3 into 103.
You have 2 into 2 into 2 into 3 into 103. Yeah, that's correct. Then for 1284.
2 into 2 into 3
Yes.
into 107.
Okay. Now, can I write this in exponential format? So I will have 2 cube into 3 into 103, right? And here I will have 2 square into 3 into 107. Now let's do one more thing. We will do the factorization of this HCF also. So basically what is our HCF? 12. So what is the factorization of 12? 2 into 2
2 into
into
3.
3, that means 2 square into 3, right? Now
Yeah.
here I have my third number n. Now tell me one thing, Umair, what do you understand by HCF? What do you understand by HCF?
All
That,
the numbers have is 2 square into 3.
yeah, the smallest power of the number, first of all we take the common factors and then we take the smallest power of the common factor, right? That is considered. So if I have 2 cube over here, 2 square over here, then this number must also have 2, and it must
Square.
have 2 square. Why? Because HCF is having 2 square as a common factor.
Yeah.
So it must also have 2 square. Now it has 3. This number also has 3, so this number must also have 3. So this is fixed. This the factorization of n must contain 2 square into 3, because the upper two
Yeah.
numbers also have these numbers, right? 3 is also there. And
Yeah.
why am I taking 2 square or not 2 cube? Because we studied when we are finding the HCF, we always consider the lowest power, right? So do you understand this step?
Yes.
Okay. Now what was the LCM? What was the LCM? 2 cube,
The same was
2 cube into 3 square into 5 into 103 into 107. Now we clearly know that from this LCM, this 103 and 107 must be coming from here, right? 2 cube
yes.
must be coming from here, right? Now there is no 5 in any of these two numbers. So that means 5 must be coming from here.
The three square should come from there.
What are you saying, Umair?
Yeah.
5 must be coming from here. See, in LCM, what do? We have to take the common factors first of all and then the remaining numbers. So first we are taking the common factors, then the remaining numbers when we are finding the LCM. So in 2 for this number and this number. These are the three numbers. So when we are finding the LCM of these three numbers, see what I'm having 103. So 103 is coming from here. 107 is coming from the next number. Now I have 5. Now you clearly see the factors of first and second number do not have 5. So 5 must be coming from the factor of the third number only. That's obvious. Now you have 2 cube. 2 cube is coming from the first number. Now you have one more number. You have 3 square. Now tell me, Umair, one thing. If you have 3 square, okay, now here you have only 1 3. Here you have only 1 3. Here also there is only 1 3. Now here I cannot add one more 3, but here I can add one more 3. So that it becomes 3 square, right? So this is the factorization that I get of my new number. So my number becomes 4 into 15 into 3. Okay, so 4 into
Ma'am,
45, yes.
even the n can have two cube, right?
Please repeat again.
Even the n can have two cube, right?
Even the n can have 2 cube. See, it can have 2 cube. Let's do one thing. Let's first consider it does not have 2 cube. Okay, let's first consider this fact. So when it does not have 2 cube, so what do we have? We have this number 4 into 45. This gives me 90 and 90. It gives me 80. 180.
180.
So my answer becomes 180. Okay. Now let's suppose the fact that this was also 2 cube. Now, Mayor, tell me one thing. If it was 2 cube, let's consider the fact that here I had 2 cube. Now, will the LCM be 12?
Yeah.
We take the lowest power, right? Okay, still the LCM can be 12. Okay, you can take 2 cube also. So you can have one more number. You can multiply 180 with 2.
Yeah.
You can have 360 also as your answer. Okay, so 180 can also be your answer. 360 can also be your answer. Both answers are correct.
Yeah.
Understood this question?
Yeah. And ma'am, for the HCF questions, you had circled and asked explanation. What explanation?
Please speak a little loudly, Umair.
Ma'am, for some questions you have circled and asked for explanation. What kind of explanation, ma'am?
Can you tell me one of the question which you're talking about?
Question 11.
Question 11 says two numbers are in the ratio of 15 is to 11. If their HCF is 13, find the numbers. This question.
Yeah.
So where is the
Yeah.
explanation?
What explanation, ma'am?
Okay, wait, I'll solve this question for you. So this says that you have two numbers. 1 minute.
Yeah, I got the answers, but
You got the answer, but what's the issue? Tell me.
you had asked for explanation and cut like half notes, I guess.
I had asked for explanation. What explanation are we talking about, Umair?
I don't know, ma'am.
1 minute.
You have
Okay, like the stepwise solution. Are you talking about?
No, I don't know. You have written explanation and ask for the question mark.
Okay, wait, did I? Okay, in your answer sheet you're talking about. 1 minute. I was not referring
Yes.
to your answer sheet. 1 minute, Umair. I'll open your answer sheet. This is for real numbers.
Yeah, I got the answers to the phone, real numbers only.
I think I was
I didn't
not
get the
able to
other thing.
understand what you have done. Just give me a minute. Okay, Umair, now this answer sheet was not checked by me actually. So I do not know why explanation is written over here. Let me check your solution. Wait, then I'll tell you if it is correct or not. So the question was two numbers are in the ratio 15 is to 11. Then if their HCF is 13, find the numbers. So what are you doing? The ratio of the numbers is 15 is to 11. Okay. The HCF they are saying is 13. Okay, correct. Then you are multiplying with the ratio. That is also correct. Okay, so Umar, can you say your answer is correct? For how many marks was the question for? 2 marks? Yeah, it's for 2 marks only. So it's correct, no problem, no explanation needed.
Yeah, so they asked for explanation.
No, that's correct. But like you can write in the bracket like what are you doing? You're first multiplying the first part of the this ratio and then you're doing the second part. But it's okay. If you're not writing, that's also fine. You don't have to explain so much.
And the question number 10 also, I don't know if my calculation. I have
Let me
some
just
idea.
check question 10 as well. Question 10 must be MCQ. Question 10 is saying, okay, question 10 is saying LCM of 144, 112. Oh my, that's 144, not 114 firstly. That's supposed to be 144, 112 and 418 by prime factorization method. So you had to find the LCM. Now firstly, why have you written 114? It's 144 in the question paper.
Even in question 7, I got a question mark. I got a wrong for. I got like a question mark
Umair,
explanation.
let's do one thing. Let's first finish one question. Please tell me for 10th question just that do you understand what's your mistake? Then only we can move to the second one, right?
Yeah, I had wrote the wrong number.
So you understood 10th question mistake. Can you correct it now?
Yes,
Okay, now come to the
just
second one.
promise.
You don't understand for question 7.
Yeah. No, I
So
understand. Right
okay,
now,
the
I'm asking
explanation
what's
why
the
is it
mistake.
written?
Yeah, what's the mistake?
The question says if pi minus 3.14 is a rational number, an irrational number or 0. Okay, so what do you think is pi minus 3.14? So do you know what is the value for pi?
Yeah, pi is 3. It's a rational number. 3.14
Pi is
is
a
real.
irrational number, okay,
Yeah,
and 3.14 is a rational number. So we know that when we subtract an irrational number with a rational number, we always get an irrational number only. No, there is no need for any explanation here also because these are just 2 marks questions, so it's okay. But you can write down one statement that when on subtracting an irrational number and a rational number, we get an irrational number only. This statement we studied in class as well, if you remember. So you can write this
yeah.
statement. Yes, next.
I didn't get. Yeah, that's what's on this paper. I didn't get the other papers.
Any other doubts?
No, no,
No, okay. Let's come to the next question paper.
no.
So
I didn't get any other question papers.
please check them now. They must be uploaded. They are now uploaded on the site. Or I can also share them on the screen. I have the check sheets with me. Wait, I'll open them. Umar, your test is tomorrow, right? For exam, your school exam?
No, it's on Sunday.
Yeah, it's not tomorrow. Okay. So we have days to complete the elimination method. Okay. You see my screen, Umar?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this, okay, wait, I've opened same sheets only. So this sheet was for linear equations. So we'll just have a discussion. You scored good marks in this. Scored well. Only one of the question you were not able to do, question number 13. And actually that's okay because 13th question was a tough one. I checked the question. It was a tough question. It's okay if you weren't able to do. You just need to be clear like just be thorough with the conceptual questions. Okay. 1 minute.
Yeah, I skipped quadratic equation.
So firstly, one more question was wrong for 1 mark. Okay, this question. Question number 5. It was wrong. So what was question number 5? Which of the following is a quadratic polynomial with zeros 5 by 3 and 0? Now, where, see, in this type of question, what are your zeros? One of the 0 is 5 by 3 and the other 0 is 0 only. So you have 5 by 3 and 0. So that means in the given equations, when you are putting the value of 5 by 3 and 0, you must get 0 as your answer. Right? So now what do we have? Firstly, when I have to write an equation for like my quadratic polynomial, whenever I'm writing the equation, did we study this in class? That like I can write an equation like this, ax minus r1 and x minus r2. Did we study this? Was it there or not? Umair, do you hear me?
Yeah, it wasn't there.
It was there or not? It wasn't there, right? Wait, so
Yeah,
we'll
it
follow
wasn't
some
there.
other method. Okay, wait. So you can do one thing, you can just substitute the values and check your answer. Like for the A part, if you have 3x, let's first open it, it becomes 9x square minus 15x. Okay, so what will I have? Let's try to put this 5 by 3 over here. So 9 into 5 by 3 square minus 15 into 5 by 3. So I will have 9 into 25 by 3 minus, no, this won't give me right answer because 9 into 25 is not correct. So first option can't be your answer. Let's move to the second one. The B part was 3x into x minus 5. So 3x square minus 15x. So 3 into 25 by 9 minus 15 into 5 by 3. Okay. So this becomes 3. This becomes 5. So 25 by 3 minus 15. No, this is also not correct. Then you have x square minus 5. Wait, in the first one we made a mistake, I guess. It should be 9 into 25 by 9. Okay, minus 15 into 5 by 3. Yeah, this is correct. 9 and 9 cancel. 25 minus 25. That gives you 0. See, you get the first option only as your answer.
Yes.
So for this type of question, what you can do is whatever 0 is given to you, you just substitute as x and check whether you're getting 0 or not. Now, even if you're getting 5 by 3 x square as your answer, you were getting this answer, right? C, you were getting x square minus 5 by 3. This was your answer. Now, may I just look at this equation when I will square 5 by 3. So I will get 25 by 9, and 25 by 9 minus 5 by 3 can never be 0. Right? So your answer is obviously wrong. You can't do it by this method. You understand, Numer?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Then next question number 13, I guess you did not attempt. Question 11 you didn't do. So question 11 says alpha and beta are zeros of the polynomial and a polynomial is given to you. Okay. And then you have to find the value of k. See, look here. So you have the polynomial. I can call this px is kx square plus 4x plus 4. Okay, this is my polynomial. What is alpha? 1 minute. What's the question? Okay, alpha is not given. Alpha square plus beta square is given. And what is alpha square plus beta square? 24. Alpha square plus beta square gives you 24. Now what you have to do, you have to find the value of k. So what can I do? Firstly, Umer, whenever I have such type of thing given to me, I will always go back to algebraic equations and I will try to think of an equation like we used to study various equations. A square plus b square plus 2ab gives you a plus b whole square. Then we had a minus b whole square. Then we had a square minus b square. You remember those equations?
Yes.
Okay. So if I take alpha plus beta whole square, so I can open it as alpha square plus beta square plus 2ab plus 2 alpha beta basically, isn't it? Now, if you come to this uh, equation, what do we have? What is the value of alpha plus beta, Umair? Can you tell me?
Minus b by a
Sum of zeros. So sum of zeros is minus b by a. So what is the value of alpha plus beta?
is 4 by k.
4 by k or minus 4 by k?
Minus 4 by k.
Minus, because it was minus b by a. So minus 4 by k. Now can you also tell me what will be alpha into beta?
4 by k.
Yeah, what's the value? C by a. So it becomes 4 by k. Now, can I equate this, like substitute these values in this equation? So whatever I have, alpha plus beta whole square. So minus 4 by k whole square is equals to alpha plus beta square. Now what is the value of alpha square plus beta square? What is the value for alpha square plus beta square, Umair? Umair, please speak a little loudly.
I don't know.
Umair, look here, we have written, it's given in the question, alpha square plus beta square is 24,
Yeah.
right? So you'll write 24 in plus place of alpha square plus beta square and plus instead of alpha into beta what can I write?
4 by k.
4 by k exactly. So do you understand this much?
Yes.
Okay. Now I am just supposed to solve this equation and get my answer. So first of all I'll simplify. So I'll get 16 by k square is 24 plus 8 by k, right? So this becomes, if I multiply the entire equation with k square, So I will get 16 is equals to 24k square plus 8k. Right, now I can also cancel this entire equation with 8 to simplify it further. So I will have 2 is equals to 3k square plus k, right? So I have the equation 3k square plus k minus 2 is equals to 0. Can you factorize this equation now? Can you factorize this, Umair?
Yeah.
Tell me how.
Sum should be equal to 1 and product should be equal to -6.
Yes. So how can we break it down? 3k square.
K
I
square
can take
-3 plus 3
plus 3k
k.
and minus 2k. Okay. Then minus 2 gives you 0. So what do I have? 3k, k plus 1 and minus 2, k plus 1. So I have k plus 1 and then 3k minus 2. So what will be my zeros? K will be minus 1 and k will be 2 by 3. So these are the values for k that are possible. Minus 1 is also possible and 2 by 3 is also a possible value. Okay? Do you understand this? Tell me, man, do you understand this question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you can go through the question paper once. You want to view your answer sheet so you can. I can show you. Wait.
No, ma'am, it's fine.
Fine. None of the other question was wrong basically. Just two questions were wrong, so I discussed them. All other questions were correct. One thing I noticed, Romeo, that you are like making the solution very lengthy. Okay, like see, one of the question, the solution, like this question only. See, the solution is so lengthy. You can always try to reduce the number of steps. Okay, you don't have to write one thing repeatedly. Explain the question well, but try to eliminate solution this like the calculations. Okay, please go through the question paper once and tell me if there was any question that you had a doubt in.
Real numbers we have discussed.
You had a doubt in real numbers only.
Yeah, but my God,
No more doubts?
I don't think so.
I'll show you your
Today I
next
have
time. Yeah, which question?
today I have triangles exam.
Today you have triangles exam. So how was it?
No, after 8, 9 o'clock.
Okay, you have the exam.
Yeah.
Well, can you tell me, do you have any other doubt in linear equations test?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay, so I'll open the next sheet. This paper you did very well. You got full marks. So all questions were correct. Let me just see if I had to discuss anything. Yeah, you did not draw the graph for this question. Question 16.
They asked for a graph.
You didn't draw the graph or you forgot to attach it with the answer sheet?
And yes, I sent two graphs.
Those graphs I have, they are over here. You have question 33 and 34. So here you've drawn graphs, that's correct. Please check, Umair. Did you not draw the graph only for question 16?
I haven't drawn the graph. No,
Umair,
ma'am,
are
I
you
haven't
speaking?
drawn the graph.
You didn't draw the graph.
No.
So you had to draw the graph. Umair. The entire question said to you that you represent it in the form of an equation and then draw the graph for the equation. So you have to draw the graph for this equation. It's okay, you can draw the graph afterwards. Can you now tell me that what kind of solutions will this equations have?
This equation will have parallel lines.
Parallel lines. How come? Because you have 1 by 2 is equals to 1 by 2 is equals to 1 by 2 again. This is this is 150. What number is this?
60. 160.
Then it doesn't have parallel lines. Okay, yeah, it
Yeah,
has
it,
parallel
it,
lines.
ha- it has parallel lines.
Yeah, parallel lines. Okay. So any other question from the question paper that you had a doubt in? Everything clear? Okay. So now, Mer, we'll do one thing. We'll move back to the questions of that lesson, linear equations in two variables. You were asking me that you had a doubt in some homework questions.
I, you said to do it, I just can't do it. No,
Which question you had a doubt in?
I just have doubt in it.
Yes, Umer, which question you had a doubt in?
I didn't have a doubt in the question.
Please speak a little loudly, Umer.
No, ma'am, I didn't have a doubt.
You don't have any doubts from the homework questions, all clear?
No, yeah, it's clear.
Okay, so we'll
Found the
move ahead.
solutions.
So now we had to move to the next questions. If you look carefully, we have this question now. Exercise second, the third question, two parts were left, right? So what is it written? A fraction becomes 9 by 11 if 2 is added to both the numerator and the denominator. And if 3 is added to both the numerator and denominator, it becomes 5 by 6. So what can I do? Can I consider that my fraction is, consider fraction to be x by y. Okay. Now what are they saying? Add 2 to the numerator as well as denominator. So my first equation will become x by 2 divided by y by 2 gives me 9 by 11. Right. And next they are saying if you add 3 to both of them. So x plus 3 divided by y plus 3 gives you 5 by 6. So what can we do now? We can cross multiply to make an equation. So 11x plus 22 gives you 9y plus 18. So I can have 11x minus 9y gives you 18 minus 20. So 4 minus 4.
20.
So this is my first equation. And what will be my second equation? 6x plus 18 gives you 5y plus 15. So I will have 6x minus 5y gives you 15 minus 18. So minus 3. This is my second equation. Alright, so these are the equations that you have. Now you can solve them and find the values of x and y. I'll not be solving them because solving now you should be able to do on your own.
Yeah,
You can note down the equations if you want. And then after the class you can practice this.
yeah, fine.
Shall I move to the next one? Copied?
Yes.
Okay. So what does the second question says now? It says 5 year hence, the age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. And 5 years ago, Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. So there are two people now, Jacob and son. So can I consider Jacob's age to be X? Now what will be son's age? What can I consider son's age?
X8.
Why? It's two variables, right? So I can consider two different variables. Now what is the question? 5 year hence. What does it mean? 5 year hence means 5 years after, right? The age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. So now if it is written 5 years hence, so what am I supposed to do? I will be adding 5 to both of their ages because both of them will be 5 year older. So what does Jacob's age become after 5 years?
X plus 5.
After 5 years, Jacob's age becomes x plus 5 and his son's age becomes y plus 5. Now what is in the question? The age of Jacob will be 3 times that of his son. So that means x plus 5 is equal to thrice of y plus 5. This is your first equation. You understand this?
Yes.
Okay. Now they're also saying 5 years ago. So 5 years ago means you have to subtract 5 from both their ages. So Jacob's age will be x minus 5 and his son's age will be y minus 5. Now Jacob's age was 7 times that of his son. So x minus 5 is equal to 7 times y minus 5. So this is your second equation. Now you can simplify the equations and solve your answer. So this becomes x plus 5 plus gives you 3y plus 15. So x minus 3y gives you 10. This is your first equation. And the second one becomes x minus 5 gives you 7y minus 35. So x minus 7y is equals to minus 30. This is your second equation. Okay, so solve the values of x and y from this and this equation. Okay, Umer? You understood? Right. So now we move to the second question. Okay, now this was the end for this 3.2 exercise. Now do one thing, Umer, please go through this 3.2 exercise and ask me if there is any doubt. Everything was clear or not. Exercise second.
Yes.
Okay. Now we come to one very important question of the next exercise. So this question says that the ratio of income of two persons is 9 is to 7 and the ratio of expenditure is 4 is to 3. If each manages to save rupees 2000 per month, find their monthly incomes. Right. Now what happens? There are two people and the ratio of their incomes and that of expenditure is given. So can I assume that incomes of person X and Y, of person like first person and second person I consider as 9x and 7x, and the expenditure I will consider as 4y and 3y. So like 9x is the income of first person, 7x income of the second person. 4y is the expenditure of the first person and 3y is the expenditure of the second person. Now both of them are saving 2000 per month, right? So what is the saving? Saving is always equal to income minus expenditure. Like whatever you are earning to the minus whatever you are spending. So my first equation becomes 9x minus 4y is equals to 2000. And my second equation becomes 7x minus 3y is equals to 2000, because this is the first person and this is the second person. Both of them manages to save 2000. So this will be your equation. You understand how I got the equations?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now what we can do, since this we are solving this by elimination method, so I do not have anything common, like the coefficients of x and coefficient of y both are different. So what am I supposed to do now? What was the concept for elimination method?
Definition method is to get two variables equal.
To get the coefficient of the variables equal. So I can either make 9 and 7 equal. I can also make 4 and 3 equal. Okay, it's your choice, but I guess like 4 and 3, the LCM is 12, which is a simpler number as compared to 7 and 9. The LCM will be much bigger number. So I will take 12, and what I will do, I will see to make this equation, like to make this number 12, to
Yeah.
make this number 12, I must multiply this entire equation with 3. And to make this number 12, I must multiply the entire equation with 4. So multiplying the first equation with 3 and second equation with 4, I have now new equations with me. What are those equations? I have 27x
7x.
minus 12y gives you 6000, and my second equation becomes 28x minus 12y gives you 8000. Now I cannot add these equations because adding them won't cancel out my variables. Instead, I must subtract them, right? So when I will subtract them, the signs of the lower equation will become opposite. This becomes negative, this becomes positive, and this becomes negative. Right, now I can cancel out these numbers. Now what will be 27x minus 28x minus x gives you 6000 minus 8000 gives you minus 2000. So x is equals to 2000. Now if x is 2000, what is y? You can substitute in any of the equations. So I'll substitute in the second equation. I have 9 into 2000 minus 4y gives you 2000, right? So what do I have now? 18,000 minus 4y gives you 2000. So minus 4y is equals to minus 16,000. Y is equals to 4,000. Okay. So we get the values of x and y. You understand this, Umair? This question? Now, also,
Yes,
they can also extend the question to one more step, and they can also ask you what is the income of both the people. So, income of the persons will be, what was the ratio for incomes? 9 is to 7. So, you must multiply x with 9 and with 7. So, x was 2000. So, this becomes 9 into 2000 and 7 into 2000. So, the incomes are 18,000 and 14,000. Might also ask you the expenditure. So, you must multiply with y. So I hope this question is clear to you.
yes.
Okay. Now we come to the next question. We'll do one thing. The remaining questions, there are a few questions from the exercise. I'll be giving those questions as homework. Okay. So question number 1 from exercise 3.3 is going to be your homework. I'll be posting it on the portal as well. So positively do that homework as your these questions as your assignment, and then we'll be discussing in the next class.